What's up, everyone? John Wrench from Techno Buffalo here with an unboxing of what is arguably the big daddy of Windows 8 tablets. This is the Windows 8 Surface Pro. This does not have the RT version we saw just a few months ago. This is running a full-fledged version of Windows 8. We got the 64GB model here ready to be unboxed. Let's take it out and see how it performs. Alright, so here is the box for the Surface Pro, looking nearly identical to the RT version, except this guy's got those 3 letters that make it much more capable. Nothing else really exciting here. It's going to tell you what it includes, but of course, we're going to run through all of that business. Alright, let's go ahead and peel off the sticker and open her up. So the pricing of this guy is going to be either $8.99 or $9.99 for 64 or 128 gigs, and that is straight up SSD. We got one more little tab to pull. Boom. And there is the Surface Pro. The bundles do not include the type or the touch cover. Those guys have to be bought extra. We've got ours from the RT version, so we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Here is the tablet itself. Let's go ahead and pull that up. It definitely feels thicker than the RT version. It weighs just about 2 pounds. Let's go ahead and get this guy all fingerprinty and peel off the plastic in a very satisfying noise. Alright, so here is the Surface Pro all out of the box and set up and already laden with fingerprints. So as I mentioned, it's going to cost either $8.99 or $9.99 depending which version you get, 64 or 128, though allegedly after the OS takes about 30 gigs to install all the Surface applications. Alright, so the screen here we are looking at is 10.6 inches with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 and weighs just about 2 pounds. 42 kilowatt hour battery, being powered, as I mentioned, by Intel's Core i5 with Intel's kind of capable HD 4000 graphics. You're not going to play games on their highest settings, but it definitely will do the job. 4 gigs of RAM, 2 1-megapixel sensors, one on the front, and a Twin-Z on the back that can shoot 720p video. Wi-Fi only right now, 802.11b GNN. Bluetooth 4.0, though, is included with that port living right there on the left-hand side. Right next to volume up and down and 3.5mm headset jack. On the other side, we've got DisplayPort. We've got your magnetic charging port, which is also where the Wacom pen is going to dock. There is your micro SD card slot. This whole thing is made of Microsoft's VaporMag material and feels really incredible. The build quality is absolutely amazing, as we saw with the original Surface. So we've had this guy out of the box, so you guys couldn't see it while we set it up for about 5 minutes. I'm already feeling a little bit of warmth in this area, so I'm guessing that's where the processor is. If you notice around the rim of the Surface Pro, you've got a little bit of an air vent here using a full Intel Core i5 chip and not the Tegra 3 found in the RT. Definitely needs some air cooling going on. And there is the power and lock button. On the front, you've got a capacitive Microsoft Home button that also lives there. Before I get into the operating system and all that kind of goodness, let me bring in the just mentioned Surface RT here. They look like identical brothers, but there's a little bit of difference if we look at them on top of each other. You can see the Pro version here has that venting rim that I talked about, whereas the RT does not. The telltale sign that you are using a Surface tablet is this pretty awesome kickstand that just pops right out. The bundles does not include a type cover or touch cover. We've got one handy from our Surface RT unboxing. And this sort of snaps in very satisfactorily with a loud clickety-clank noise. Alright, let me go ahead and turn this guy on for you. Got this guy all booted up, and right off the bat, you can definitely tell a difference here in the screen. The 1080 screen looks very different than the RT version. Interestingly, though, the RT version did come with a full version of Microsoft Office. This guy just comes with a trial of Microsoft Office 365, which is a little bit interesting. We've got 10-point multi-touch here as opposed to the 5 that we had on the RT. We'll go ahead and see what else we've got. The big difference here, in addition to that screen, of course, the power is desktop. We've got a full-blown desktop here. It's not just sort of the pared down version. that we saw with previous versions of the Surface, meaning the RT. We'll go ahead and go back to the modern UI here, and things here look pretty consistent with what we've seen with Windows 8. Of course, we'll put it through its paces, test it. We'll throw some games via Steam on here and see how it performs. And anything else that you guys want to see with our pretty comprehensive Surface Pro review, we'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Right now, though, it seems relatively impressive. It certainly seems zippy, although time will definitely tell how it performs. But right now, things are working and working as Microsoft claims. Whether or not this device has a place as your PC or in your pantheon of electronics, that has yet to be seen. This is definitely a laptop replacement that also has a tablet form factor, so we're going to use it as such and see how it compares. Just for note here is the pen that we mentioned. It takes advantage of Wacom technology. It's got a bit of a resistive tip and a resistive backing you can use for an eraser, and it'll dock right at the charging station here on the side, but very easy for it to fall off. I'll show you what that looks like. There it is. Goes ahead and sticks right there, and if you are throwing this in a bag or something, though, it's going to get knocked off, I would assume, relatively easily. But it does work, and you also get a bit of a cursor when you drag it over the screen. You can see it. You can use it for selecting. We'll test it, though, and see all the other things that this pen can do or can't do, depending on what the case might be. Anyway, for now, I am John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo. Be sure to check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.